This is a singles match set for one fall. Introducing first.
My name is Dean Olsen. If you were here, we know how grand it was.
Tonight, we celebrate EPW.
If you miss this match, you miss one hell of a fight.
The time is now.
From the point Merriwa tonight, Explosive Pro Wrestling proudly presents Night 1 of Evolution! I am Jones Good and I will be your announcer this evening. Your commentary team at ringside, we have Drake Wallace and me, Dean Olsen. And please join me for bringing us EPW Go Time. We thank the wonderful Evelyn Faye. Our opening contest is a singles match set for one fall. It is a first round match in Australia's longest running wrestling tournament, the Davis Storm Invitational.
Me want to see everybody on move. Dance all enough. That a man coming at you. We just want to pick up QTB. Bob Sinclair, it's a dance thing, you see me? Somewhere just bounce on. Yeah!
Everybody dance now!
Hello everybody, and the day is the 10th of July 2026. We're here at the Point Merriwa for night 1 of Explosive Pro Wrestling's Evolution 2026. We are continuing a long-running tradition that hasn't been with us for a while. The two-night Evolution is back once again. Thank you for joining us. My name is Dean Olsen. Joining me is Drake Wallace.
Mate, Olsen, I am so pumped for this. Two-night extravaganza, whole weekend full of action-packed non-stop pro wrestling. And what an insane way to start it off. The Davis Storm Invitational first rounder.
It's going to be huge.
Julio Garcia, boy oh boy. We got to see him a few shows ago at Go Time, and I said to you backstage, I said that guy is going to do big things in Explosive Pro Wrestling, and this might be his way to skyrocket to the top in advancing in the Invitational Tournament 2026.
And now, introducing his opponent. At 172 pounds, hailing from Sao Paulo, Brazil, he is Bruno Nitro.
Bruno Nitro. The opponent for Julio Garcia in this first round matchup in the 2026 Davis Storm EPW Invitational Tournament, the longest running pro wrestling tournament in all of Australian wrestling. We have an amazing crew of talent for the Invitational this year. A great mixture of people who've never been in the tournament before and returning competitors of the tournament, including someone who won last year's, but we'll talk about tomorrow night. Both shows of Evolution this year are absolutely stacked. You've got some massive, monumental matchups. Tonight, of course, we've got a Rumble later on. We've got a ladder match main main event, and tomorrow night all titles will be on the line. So much happening in the world of EPW. I'd like to thank you for joining us, and always stay true to us on the socials at EPW Perth.
I do love the advantage of the two-night show, Olsen, where a little bit of night one bleeds into night two. Interested to see what occurrences happen tonight that have an effect on night two. Bruno Nitro, just a despicable bastard, isn't he, Olsen, eh?
Well, he's been up to a lot of dirty tricks since he had a change of heart, let's say, last year.
Olsen, he's been punching people in the dick.
Well,
there's no other way to say it.
You were on the receiving end of one of those shots, and try to be unbiased in your calling here tonight, Wally.
Go, Wally!
So one thing that people may be unfamiliar with is that a lot of people are familiar with Bruno Nitro. He's been Explosive Pro Wrestling for a long time. Of course, he is a former 3-time EPW Coasting Champion as well. Has had a hell of a run in 2026. He's actually undefeated this year. But Julio Garcia has actually been wrestling longer than him. Julio has been wrestling since 2014. Has 2 years on Bruno, who started in 2016.
Wowee.
So whilst EPW fans may not be as familiar with Julio's game, he has been doing it longer than Bruno, and a great chance for Julio. As you said, we predicted big things for this guy here at Explosive Pro Wrestling, and a hell of a way to get yourself noticed and to, let's just say, jump a few in the queue if you manage to win the Invitational Tournament, Wally, as many people have done over the years.
That's it, right? It's the gateway to the Heavyweight Championship. The Davis Storm now Invitational Tournament. A few dance moves there from Garcia. This could be a dance-off. I'd rather see the two men duke it out and throw hard haymakers at each other, but, throw a few dance moves in now and again. How's your dancing, Austin?
Not terrible, but Bruno is a hell of a dancer. Little stomp to the feet there by Bruno. Side headlock locked in and nice and tight. We've got referee Darcy J keeping a keen eye on the action here, and she'll need the keenest of eyes when Bruno Nitro's in there, because if he has an advantage, he sure as hell will take it.
Nearly got involved herself there to duck out of the way.
That's right. And whilst we do have a rumble later on tonight, Bruno Nitro was the winner of a scramble match we had at the Fat Brew Co back in, I believe it was April.
Yeah, defeated 5 other opponents that night.
Huge.
Massive. I mean, Bruno Nitro, you hate his guts because he punched me in the dick.
I mean, I kind of like it for that, but...
Nice from Julio there. Big toss over, and the crowd absolutely coming alive. Oof. For Garcia. I mean, you have to respect what Bruno Nitro has done in his career in Explosive Pro Wrestling. He's said 3-time Coastal Champion. Not only that, some of the most brutal, most hardcore, most devastating matches, his run as Coastal Champion is unparalleled with the competitors that he had to face along the way. So you can't take anything away from him, but this new side of him, this sort of do whatever it takes to get the job done, feels like, a complete 180 for him.
Well, whether it is by hook or by crook, as the old cliche says, he's undefeated in 2026 so far. He got wins over Papa Germ back in January, Felix Young back in March as well, Noah Green at one of the recent ESPW shows as well. Even won a $1,000 voucher at a recent ESPW show, which that voucher was then stolen from him, so I guess he got his just desserts.
Bruno Nitro taking a bit of a timeout on the outside. Garcia with the we will rock you stomps. Crowd getting into it. Is he setting up? Going for a dive. Take out Bruno Nitro on the outside. Ooh. Nitro jumping out of the way there.
Yeah, taking this very seriously. He's got himself in great shape recently as well. Taking the Invitational Tournament very seriously. Like we said, longest running pro wrestling tournament in all of Australia. The list of previous winners is undoubtedly a who's who of Aussie wrestling. People far and wide want to be part of this tournament, and these two competitors are lucky enough to be part of it. We'll have another matchup in the Davis Storm Invitational Tournament later on this evening. Only a 2 count there for Nitro, says Darcy J. Nitro, there were some of those dance moves, Wally. How's your dance game?
Amazing, as you would expect.
Yeah, well, you can sing very well. I don't doubt that you can dance well as well.
Musical voice, musical feet.
Hey.
Look at those musical feet across the throat of Garcia. Bruno Nitro laying it in, taking up all 4 of the 5 count the referee's given him. Not going to break early. He's got it. He's going to take it. Give him inch and take him up. Oh, nice chop there.
That's true, but he's got to be careful because if he does stretch those rules a little too much and get himself disqualified, he is out of the tournament. Not at all what he wants, because what he wants is to win this tournament, take that beautiful trophy, and get himself a future shot at the EPW Championship or any other championship of his choosing. He may want to get that coastal title back that he's held 3 times before and almost made his own.
Yeah, it feels synonymous with him, doesn't it? It would feel kind of right for him to challenge for that coastal championship.
But speaking of the Coastal Championship, there'll be a Rumble match. Ooh. An over-the-top rope Rumble match that'll declare the new #1 contender for the Coastal Championship, which will go on the line tomorrow night. As Nitro comes off the ropes now and bit of a hot shoe shuffle there, spin around, drop an elbow. Oh, that's not going to get anything done right there. Come on.
This is it. This is the new attitude of Bruno Nitro, and obviously not getting the job done there, but undefeated. And he is sort of learning how to stretch the rules. Where is the cutoff point? And I'm sure, no doubt, he's going to keep continuing to do that until the referee steps in. Would not surprise me.
Oh, whoa. Is he over the eye of the storm?
Rubbing the salt in some old wounds there. Huge shot by Garcia. Bruno Nitro forced hard into that corner from the series of European uppercuts. Garcia sends one more. This might be it for Bruno Nitro. No! Drop kick to the knees, and Garcia goes head first into the turnbuckle. Bruno Nitro following it up with some stiff shots to the back.
Bruno Nitro with a smart move there. You take out anyone's knee, they are going down. Knee is quite a fragile joint. If you've ever hurt one before, or if you're watching any sport where someone hurts their knee, it is a massive injury to take on board, especially when the goal is to stay upright and off your back. Nitro now goes up. Oh, plants down Garcia with a DDT. Beautiful ring positioning in the center of the ring. Looks for leg. Only a 2 count. There's that great guts and determination we've seen from Garcia in the past here at Explosive Pro Wrestling.
Normally a guy like Garcia, the size of him and the power moveset that he brings to Explosive Pro Wrestling, that all comes from that base. The knees need to be running at 110%. Otherwise, it's going to be Bruno Nitro going for that low blow there, but saw that the referee looking straight at it, cleverly decided not to. Going to have to try something else as he takes a few shots from Garcia.
Garcia, of course. Big back senton there. You would have noticed when he went for that kick, it actually hurt his leg. They took that shot to the knee and a big kick returned there by Nitro. Only 2 there. Nitro, of course, would often blow a whistle and yell goal before kicking that, but he's not going to pander to the audience like he once did many moons ago. The lineage of previous EPW Invitational Tournament winners is very illustrious. Well, I'm sure you competed in the tournament once upon a time.
You know, I'm not straight.
The fact that you don't remember is horrible.
I'm old now. I'm old. I'm past it.
Be that as it may, Davis Storm himself, who is now named after a previous winner of the tournament, as is Damien Slater. Oh, nice clothesline there by Garcia. Bruno Nitro is down. He's rocked. Julio needs to capitalize now. Here he comes, charging in. Oh, shots!
My God. Massive spinning enziguri by Garcia. Has Nitro exactly where he wants him. Oh, in the corner. And this is his moment. Garcia drags him into the center of the ring. 1, 2, no. Nitro kicking out before the count of 3. Garcia, unfortunately, not able to advance in the tournament, pleading with the referee. crowd wanted it. Still firmly behind Garcia here, but has to capitalize now. Nitro on the back foot here. Oh, Nitro. Dirty play again. Pulls the referee in. Goes for the low blow. Garcia catches it.
Up in the fireman's carry now. Trying to dig his way out as he's got him down. No, not for the 3. Now he's going for a shot. Reversal and... Oh, nicely done there by Nitro. He's going to kick a goal now. World Cup. We won't remind him what happened to Brazil, but anyway.
Oh, I thought that was it. Garcia kick it out at the very last moment.
Very close to the count of 3, but not as close as he would have liked. Only one of these 2 competitors can move on to the next round of the Davis Storm Invitational Tournament as the crowd taunts where Nitro can't get the job done.
Speaking of, he's coming to get the trophy.
That's not yours.
Find his keepers apparently.
That's not how it works.
I don't think Nitro cares.
I mean, he will get...
What is that? That is a disgusting look on his face. I mean, that's his normal face, but even more disgusting.
He's bringing the trophy into the ring. I'm a little concerned here, Wally.
You said it before. He can't get himself disqualified.
No, to be out of the tournament. And whilst I know he might want to get the win, if that's the way it happens, it's not going to get him to the next round of the tournament.
Oh, went for that low blow again. Garcia catches it. Referee hugely distracted.
Come on.
Why? Nitro on Garcia. Referee distracted, taking the trophy out of the ring. Not like this. Ah, damn it.
Bruno steals another one.
The winner of this match by pinfall, Bruno Nitro.
Well, there you have it. On to the next round goes Bruno Nitro, looking very proud of himself, I'm sure. Julio Garcia was robbed of the opportunity here tonight.
Really disappointing for Garcia. We've been singing his praises for a long time. Hopefully this is not the last time we see Garcia in explosive pro wrestling. Hopefully he gets another shot at some glory in the near future, but for right now, the mustache of Bruno Nitro shines brighter from his smile. Much to my dismay, look at him, blood, an arrogant bastard.
Match is done. Time for catering. There's only vegan left.
How do you open it?
Our next contest is a singles match set for 1 fall. At 189 pounds, hailing from Bayswater, here's homeboy, Dustin
Well, this is interesting, Olsen. Not something we see very often. With Dustin Connors, TMDK member Damian Slater accompanying him to the ring. Often we would see Connors accompanying Slater, but very rarely the other way around. You can see the frustration across the face of Connors, coming off a loss, losing the Coastal Championship to Jesse Lambert at Ends at Dusk. And maybe that is why Damian Slater is out here, to make sure that Dustin Connors picks up a victory here tonight at Night 1 of Evolution.
Well, Dustin Connors was having an amazing start to his 2026 until he ran into Jesse Lambert back in May. He is now the current Coastal Champion, but Dustin Connors is ready to get himself back onto the winning track. And like you said, Damien Slater coming out here for a little bit of guidance. Maybe he just needs a little bit extra to help him go along the way. But he has been very impressive in 2026 as Connors, the War Boy. But gotta say, he's up against my guy tonight, and I'm excited for this matchup, Ollie.
Hailing from the mainland's Crichton, weighing in at 420, the Caterpillar, goddamn Papa John!
That's right, you dumb dog. It's Papa Germ, my guy. Hell yeah. Oh man, how can you not love Papa Germ? Crowd clearly loves him as much as I do. But this match is going to be a hell of a show. I can guarantee you that Papa Germ, whilst he's a hell of a lot of fun and one incredibly unique character, he can get the job done inside the squared circle. He put on a massive display and raised a lot of eyebrows when he had his match in the den with Solomon Blackwell some time ago. Since then, though, he's just been building this great following either at our shows here at the Point or at the EPW shows and other events around Perth. This is a great way for both competitors to take themselves a step up in the game.
You won't hear me say this very often, Mean Dean, but I gotta give it to them. The Explosive Pro Wrestling fans are smart, and they can tell when the wrestlers have been putting in the reps, trying to better themselves inside the ring, and they can see that Papa Germ has really been going hard at training, going hard in the gym, and putting all the pieces together. Obviously, super charismatic, super entertaining, but you have to put it together inside the ropes. And Papa Germ has been able to do that time and time again recently, and the fans are really getting behind him. And I think there's going to be a steep rise for Papa Germ here in Explosive Pro Wrestling, and a win against former EPW Coastal Champion Dustin Connors here tonight will surely do Papa Germ all the good in the world in the eyes of the EPW management.
That's right, and wins and losses do count here at Explosive Pro Wrestling. The management is always paying attention. Papa Germ, of course, he got the win over Ryan Allen at Go Time back in May, the last time we were here, and it ends at dusk. Whereas Dustin Connors did lose his personal championship, like you said, but Connors this year has been on one hell of a run and just keeps improving. You're talking about getting the reps done in the gym. Dustin Connors is looking absolutely fantastic and has a new sense of focus about himself. He did a lot of posts on social media throughout the week documenting his build-up to this event. Of course, always give us a follow at EPW Perth. Just documenting his diet and his work rate. And just sort of like a window into his world, which I found very interesting as he puts the brakes on now the arm drag of Papa Germ. Handful of that luxurious hair as well.
What I like seeing from Connors is, even though, yes, he did lose the Explosive Pro Wrestling Coastal Championship, and yes, he is showing signs of frustration, the confidence that he gained from being the champion has not wavered at all. We saw a difference, what a difference it made to Dustin Connors before winning the championship and after winning the championship, and I was afraid that maybe he might revert back to that old Dustin Connors, but the confidence has not faded at all. The Connors, although absolutely getting that arm torn apart here from Papa Germ, who was zeroed in on that arm, getting the hair in the face. The problem with all that luxurious hair, as you said before.
I'm so jealous. Backbreaker there by Dustin Connors. Of course, Papa Germ, he is confident in a very different manner than what Dustin Connors is.
It's more laid-back confidence.
It is, but it's not to be taken lightly either. Like we said, his competitive nature is incredible, as well as referee Alex Alexson, who was visiting WA yet again. Great to see him back inside an EPW ring with outsourcing talent for referees here. It's great to see a big event like Evolution. It's good to bring in the big names.
Maybe you love to see Australian wrestling come together, you know. our talent going over Reese, going over to South Australia. We always love seeing talent from around Australia compete in explosive pro wrestling, and referees no different.
That's right, of course. We had Jesse Lambert and James Hartness were recently over in PWA as well, but we can talk about that. They wrestle later on this week, and it's Papa Jam. Oh, big European uppercut sends Connors down. Slater giving some words of encouragement, I can only assume. Crowd chants Germ. The Keta Killer. You know what that means? Don't answer that question. It's best we don't address that. Just pretend I didn't ask.
Damien Slater slapping Connors across the face, telling him to get his in the game, but the distraction did not work out for the TMDK brethren as Papa Germ getting in the face of Damien Slater, putting up the untouchable you. That's brave.
That's right, Untouchables will have themselves a shot at the Tag Team Championships at night 2 of Evolution. Oh, dragon suplex there by Dustin Connors, beautifully done, who prior to facing Lambert had a hell of a run this year. Wins against the likes of Gavin McGavin, Robbie Hart. He faced 3 rookies in one night with Sage the Vegan, Jackson Swan, and Jared Styles. Beat Delcano as well, Ty Thayer.
I mean, that's a huge list. Gavin McGavin, former EPW champion. Robbie Hart, former South Australian champion. And massive victories for Connors.
Delcano's a former tag team champion as well, beating rookies and all the same. Ty Thayer as well, a visitor from over east, and now great hold locked in there by Germ, but that strength by Connors, as impressive as it is, when it puts him out, just spear!
That could be it.
Slater approves on the outside.
Dustin Connors has put away many opponents before with that spear, unable to get the cover and capitalize, but 0 in.
Got a crossface locked in there by the looks of things.
Papa Germ going to have to tap out here. I mean, look at the positioning in the center of the ring.
It is a long way for him to reach anywhere, Wally.
Connors has it locked in tight, and the torque that he's putting on the neck and lower back of Papa Germ as he lean backs with all of his strength. That is it. Referee calling for it. Papa Germ is out.
Wow.
Here of this match, by referee stoppage, Dustin Connors!
Papa Germ didn't tap, but the match was called for him. Smart work there by the referee, so further damage wasn't done to the competitor. Unfortunate for Papa Germ, but this is a great step forward for Dustin Connors on his road back in EPW after losing the Coastal Championship. Damien Slater looks impressed as well.
Yeah, he was happy as Larry. We don't often see Damien Slater with a smile on his face. A very serious competitor, but yeah, this is good signs for TMDK. Maybe Connors becoming more in the fold of the TMDK boys. Obviously, always on the outside. Maybe a few more wins under his belt, gaining the respect of Damien Slater. The future, as always, looking bright for Dustin Connors.
This is Jesse Lambert's Buckle Up Battle Royal! The only way to be eliminated is to be thrown over the top rope and have both feet touch the ground. The winner will be the #1 contender for the EPW Coastal Championship! The first competitor, he is the baddest obsession, Ricardi Rippany. And representing TNT Stella Nix. competitors, Johnny and Tommy, the Ducks Brothers. The team of Chadwick and Manu, bound by blood. Santa Ridgway and Jay Kendrick, they are Thunder and Lightning. Our next competitor is Sage. Being accompanied to the ring by Jesse Lemon, representing 2.5 wrestlers, Dan
We are underway. The Buckle Up Battle Royal is on. Wally, can you bear with me?
Yes.
Okay, we've got the Ducks Brothers in there. Of course, Johnny and Tommy are their names. We've got Chadwick Jackson and Manu, bound by blood, you could call him. We've got Thunder and Lightning, Xander Ridgway and Jay Kendrick. Who else have we got? We've got Stella Nix. We've got Sage. Oh, he's not Dan Moore, of course. Have we got Dan Moore? Oh, and we got Rifaru Rakani as well. And my goodness.
And this fella.
Jesse Lambert's hanging with us as well, the Coastal Champion. The winner of the Buckle Up Battle Royal. Oh, Rakari.
He's got to win. Obviously, another amazing man, but a lot of talent. I can't wait to see what the Buckle Up.
Absolutely, me too, mate.
Oh, Rakari. Go to work on Dan Moore early, of course. The winner will get themselves a shot at the Coastal Championship at night 2 of EPW's Evolution. Goons Worldwide, the Ducks Brothers. They're working on Manu in the corner, getting their goon on.
And they're having a smart play, working together to eliminate as many opponents.
I'll tell you what, Wally, if you're going to goon, you might as well goon with the biggest one out there.
Oh boy.
Oh, we have a last-minute competitor by the looks of things.
And now introducing the final competitor,
the entire ring has stood still. Jay Kendrick and Xander Ridgway run straight into a double clothesline by accident. Oh no, Jay Kendrick's out of there early. And his tag team partner, Xander Ridgway, follows suit as well. Thunder and Lightning, you're out early. Say it ain't so. Oh, Chadwick Jackson not backing down to accident.
I'm almost lost for words here. We did not expect Axton out of here, but he is absolutely destroying everyone in his path. Jesse Lambert going spared beside me. Axton coming out. Feel like the writing might... Jesus Christ.
Oh my goodness. Just launched to the outside by Axton. It looks like the next biggest competitor who somehow looks a little smaller.
Ridiculous.
Manu now getting up in the grill of Axton. Oh, Goons Worldwide.
Yeah, smart play. All competitors banding together.
They're gooning on Axton right now.
Jesus. You're going to get us taken off the air, Joey. Joey? It's a new joke. Okay. Sage is eliminated. Stella Nix. All the other competitors.
Huge wait. Oh, Sage just got eliminated by Stella Nix, who wasn't even legal anymore. That's uncalled for.
What's
Lambert.
eye for an eye, I guess, from the...
Another eye for eye. She was eliminated. Sage and Nix are battling outside. Who have we got? We got Goons worldwide, the Dux brothers. Oh, double team. Bit of double goon action there on Axton.
And they're not doing him all the way out of the ring. They can't even get him up.
They're doing a... I mean, if you can't get him up, it makes it all that harder to goon.
Sure does, Billy.
They've gone for a double pump handle there. Bit of reverse grip action for the goon. Oh!
Yes.
Out goes one and out. No, the other one.
That's the one.
Oh, no! Goons worldwide are out. We got Dan Moore, Manu, and Axton still left. Oh! Pop up Samoan drop by Manu. Dan Moore is not a small competitor by any stretch, and Manu just hurled him like it was the size of Sage. Oh, Dan Moore.
That's the break. The record showed Daniel Alcalá dominate.
You know what?
I thought
I don't always say this, but I think Jesse Lambert might be right.
I thought he went over the top rope.
Yeah, I feel like he maybe have gone back in, and then I'm not sure.
Ask him, he's right there, I'll call the match. Manu now pops a big boot to the face by Axton. I can only speculate how big a boot that is to it. Oh, is that it?
That's it. Ashton Jawin, the bell's not ringing though. Referees.
Maybe Lambert's right. Dan Moore was eliminated. I mean, the referees haven't called it, so Dan Moore must still be legally in there.
He's in.
Oh, here we go. Oh, Dan Moore. Oh, Axton. You've got to be kidding me. Dan Moore's done it. Crawls under the table. Dan Moore's done it. He won.
Unbelievable. Axton in, furious that Dan Moore defeated this frustration out on Jesse Lambert.
Referees have spent all their time and energy making Manu head to the backstage area. Lambert's just been chokeslam backbreak at the bloody Coastal Championships laying on the canvas.
Oh, the referees haven't called that. I reckon they were distracted and they didn't see Axton get eliminated.
Oh, jeez.
It's continuing, Mean Dean.
This is ridiculous. Battle Royal. Jesse Lambert. I was going to tell him to get some order, but he's unconscious right now.
Oh, no.
Oh, Dan Moore, no. Come on.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match and now the #1 contender for the EPW Coastal Championship, Axton!
Brown is not happy about this. Axton got the win.
That's like what the lady
I mean, he was eliminated. He was distracted by Manu, who's been irate trying to get himself back in the ring, but boy, oh boy, Axton demolishing everyone in that battle royal.
No. I'm not stupid, okay? You can announce it all you want. He's not going to show up. He's not going to show up. He's not going to show up unless you make him show up. We need some sort of guarantee here. Okay. That might just work. This is why they pay you the big bucks here, mate. Good stuff, good stuff. All right. I'll see you then. Harry, old boy. CJL. Pay attention to the socials. I'll see you real soon.
This is a singles match set for one fall. Introducing first. At 204 pounds, hailing from Dirty Kelmscott, future-proof, Rogan Cargus.
Big match up here, Wally, a highly publicised one at that. going back to the beginning of the year, Rogan Cargus has got one hell of a score to settle here tonight.
It's been an interesting journey to get here. I'm very excited to see our next competitor step back in the explosive pro wrestling ring.
That's right, it has been some time, 6 years I believe, since he stood inside an explosive pro wrestling ring and had an actual matchup, but he's here tonight to pick up where he left off. And this one has been highly anticipated by all the fans online. And if you're not already, give us a follow on all platforms at EPW Perth. He's a former two-time coastal champion. Here's Cargus. Has been feuding with Elijah Henry and almost anyone affiliated with CJ Hall this year.
And now, introducing his opponent. Tonight, he is accompanied to the ring by CJL. He is a three-time Survivor legend with a total of 92 days in the jungle. The winner of one individual immunity necklace, the finder of two immunity idols. He is EPW's TV superstar. He stands tonight at 6 feet tall. He weighs in tonight at 187 pounds. He is Dirty Harry.
What an entrance by Dirty Harry. You've seen him on Survivor with a hell of a list of credentials, as we just heard from Jones Good. But now it's time for him to return to the EPW wrestling ring. A place he is no stranger to.
That was amazing. I felt like we were in the jungle.
I thought so too. Kind of smells like it in here as well.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. CJL though, absolutely loving the fanfare that has come with Dirty Harry.
Yes. I mean, even Rogan Cargus had a wry smile on his face, looking at the ridiculousness of what he's seen before, and CJL making his way over here. That might be my cure.
Yeah, Wally. You got a sneaky torch. Okay. It looks good. I like it. Oh, look out. Cargus has beaten the crap out of the torchman. What do you call these people who hold the torches?
Rogan Cargus can't do that. They're highly trained professional torchmen. You can't just do that to those.
Torchbearers? Is that what you call them?
Hey man, this day and age we don't know what we call them, man, Dean.
Alright, fair.
Well, this
Wait, what's he doing?
This is just... Don't worry about him. He's a trained professional, like I said. He's got this up. He didn't have it.
Dirty Harry now making his return to Explosive Pro Wrestling. I believe it's been 6 years since his last match here in EPW. Chopping the chest of Rogan Cargus. I tell you what, Harry's in great shape.
Yeah, it's like he's never left me, Dean. Look at him. He's an absolute specimen of a wrestler. Taking Rogan Cargus to... Alright, Harry, maybe wrong game plan there, Harry. Maybe wrong.
So how on earth did you end up working with Dirty Harry? Give us a little bit of background here, CJL.
Look, Mean Dean, I got a poker in every fire, let's just say that, alright?
Of course,
there is an international superstar of the caliber of Dirty Harry. Of course, Chris J. Lazarus is going to be right there.
oh, that is gonna hurt.
Why don't they go quiet for that? Really? Come on now. Is this a wrestling crowd?
Sticking up his chest like a bird from a tiki torch. Rogan Cargus has been having a really good year here at Explosive Pro Wrestling. He's been knee-deep in a feud with yourself, CJL, or should I say your representatives, the likes of Elijah Henry.
I mean, how did his last outing go there, Mean Dean?
Not as good as he would have liked.
He lost.
It was back in May, and it ends in dusk.
Get him, Harry, get him! Oh, yeah!
Charges him with a clothesline to Cargus now.
Big clothesline, I taught him that.
And I mentioned whilst you were making a very extravagant entrance.
What an entrance.
It was amazing, I cannot deny. This has been a highly anticipated matchup, getting a lot of coverage on social media, a lot of fanfare online, a lot of fans interacting and wanting to check this one out. So there's a lot of eyes on this matchup.
Oh, well, he can't slip out of the ring like that, referee.
Oh, what a drop kick right to the side.
This
of those highly televised good looks there of Dirty Harry. CJL not too impressed. Okay, he's abandoning his post as he's slammed down now as Cargus. Referee Tyler Sparks telling CJL to get the hell out. Welcome back, Wally.
Hello.
Drake Wallace, we've got, what's he dangling in front of him? Is that his necklace?
Yeah?
Oh, Harry's got a tiki torch!
Oh, God.
Oh, just wrapped the tiki torch around the head of Rogan Cargus. Dirty Harry.
Surely not.
Playing dirty like we should have expected. Oh, Cargus kicks out. CJL. Harry can't believe it. CJL can't believe it, but I can believe it. I saw it with my own eyes. Tyler Sparks struck.
Is that like the immunity idol? Is that what he's got there? Or is it Cargus's necklace? I don't know.
Look, let's just say it's both.
Well, he's loading it up with his fist. If he hits Cargus, disqualification before, but Cargus moves out the way, stops before he hits the big ball. But Cargus forces Harry into CJL's way, knocked off the apron. And a huge springboard drop kick from Cargus. That is all she knows.
Oh, what? I don't know how smart this is. Cargus wants to get the better of CJL and Dirty Harry. He wants to get his necklace back as well, damn it.
Yeah, I mean, the frustration of it all, right?
But it's never a good move to raise the shoulder of your opponent when you are in the driver's seat and ready to end it, Wally. It never bodes well. Cargus now, oh, there you go. Wraps the boot across the face of Dirty Harry.
Put an extra stank on that one. Knocks Harry out cold, and then what?
Again?
Now I don't know.
Do not tempt fate.
First time I was like, no, okay. Second time I'm with you. This is where confidence can sometimes boil over into arrogance, and that's when it gets the better of you. Obviously, the fans want to see more punishment dished out on Dirty Harry.
I mean, it's almost been a handicap match against Cargus. There was the Torchman, there was CJL. The odds have been against him, and now that things are his way, he shouldn't be messing it up. But he's lining Harry for another one. Here we go. Oh! That's it. Ring the bell. Cargus gets it done.
By pinfall, Rogan Cargus.
Cargus with the win over Dirty Harry, and he's got his necklace back.
Oh, what's this?
What? This is this what you're on to?
Nope. Sure is it. You know, I'm never surprised when Davis Storm shows up.
Hey, look, I'm not mad. A little surprised, but always happy to see the great man, the explorer. explosive pro wrestling legend. That is the Godfather, the Iron Man. Call it what you want. We know him as Davis Storm.
Even though he was going to retire, he would always have his eyes firmly on explosive pro wrestling.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, at the point Merriwa, please welcome the Godfather of Perth Pro Wrestling, Davis Storm.
I'm very interested to see what his business in the ring is. And what his business is, assumingly with Rogan Kargas here.
Thank God you haven't forgotten. Now we're having ourselves a little tournament, Rogan Kargas, the longest running tournament in EPW history, which I now have the privilege of it being named after, the Davis Storm Invitational Tournament. Now I knew tonight you had a little unfinished business on your hands, so I thought I would leave all the distractions and let you take care of that business. But let me say to you, young man, that this whole tournament is about us finding those who are most passionate about taking wrestling in this state, in this country, in this company, forward and to the next level. So I stand here, I look at you, Rogan, and I ask you, we have one spot left in the tournament for tomorrow night. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what do you say? Why don't we invite Rogan Kargas to the invitation?
I think they agree, Wally.
Oh yeah. This crowd, as well as you and I, absolutely pumped with that decision for Davis Storm, and it looks like Rogan Kargas is now in the 2026 Invitational Tournament at the hands of Davis Storm.
Welcome back, Suplex Mummy. Real, Suplex Mummy? That's what you're coming up with now? What are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gimmicks in, Edith? It doesn't matter. Congratulations on your return. Congratulations on thinking you were going to get a walk-up with Bruno Nitro in the first round. What you're going to get is this man right here. The caged animal, the thoroughbred, Elijah Henry. This man was built, forged, handmade for tournaments like this. And this year, this man is going all the way. And this time, Jimmy Hartness, he ain't gonna fumble at the gate. He's taking that EPW Championship. That's right, EJ. It's all yours, it's all yours.
Edith Knight, I don't get it. You keep coming back. She keeps working hard to come back. But in her first match, she has to wrestle me. Your hard work will not beat my talent. No one's hard work will beat my talent. This is my tournament. This is my company, and it is my destiny to win the EPW Heavyweight Championship.
That's right. That's my number one guy.
This is a singles match set for one fall. And it is a first round match in Australia's longest running wrestling tournament, the Davis Storm Invitational. Introducing first. Making her in-ring return to EPW, Suplex number 9.
Time for another Davis Storm EPW Invitational first round matchup of the time of the 2026, returning to Explosive Pro Wrestling, their Suplex Mummy. Edith Knight is in the house, Wally.
Yeah, okay. This is unreal. Looking in incredible shape, ready to step back in an explosive pro wrestling ring after 2 years away and advance in the Davis Storm Invitational Tournament 2026 against one hell of a competitor.
Definitely looking forward to this one, Wal.
at 200 pounds, accompanied to the ring by CJL, representing Death Firework Rank,
Elijah Henry, accompanied as always by Chris J. Lazarus here at the point in Merriwa. The 2026 EPW Invitational Tournament, of course, the longest running pro wrestling tournament in all of this great country of Australia. We saw one person advance so far, that was Bruno Nitro. You also saw that Rogan Kargas has been added to the brackets. Love that. Who will be next to advance out of these two? Elijah Henry getting up in the grill of Edith Knight very early on here. Referee Alex Alexson going to keep a keen eye on the action in the center of the ring.
Of course, Eric calling over the jacket boy.
Jacket boy.
Yeah, all sorts of respect. CJL questioning the careers of some of the people in our crowd. Let's go, SBR. No, me.
Don't you worry, Jordan Wallace. You're in good hands with Chris J. Lazarus right here.
I'll let you take the lead.
What we got right here is a first round EPW Davis Storm Invitational Tournament match, and we're going to see Elijah Henry make some light work of it tonight right here.
How was Elijah Henry going into this one? CJL, give us an insight into the mind of Elijah Henry when he found out that he was coming up against the return. Oh my God!
That's how we felt. That's how we felt. It's all over.
Jesus.
It's all over. Ring the bell. Ring the bell right now.
I may as well
She's done.
Put the comments
done.
On Mean Gene again. I think that might be over.
Oh, did you see that? He just dropped her head off.
I did. I mean, let's not celebrate too early, but boy, oh boy, referee checking on Edith Knight here, getting an absolute rude awakening, returning to explosive pro wrestling at the hands of the elbow of Elijah Henry. Oh, and a kick to the back for good measure.
I think she's giving it up, ref. I think you should call this one.
Well, let's not go.
Should be a referee stoppage, I believe. The second one of the night, we'll see it right here.
You know as well as I do that it's going to take a lot more than that to keep. Oh, God, get it like down. Okay. All right.
Like that?
Yeah.
Damn. That one echoed throughout the Merriwa arena.
Elijah Henry.
What a thoroughbred. An absolute stallion. What an epitome of a pro wrestler, Elijah Henry.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you. He's absolutely punishing Edith Knight here.
We're not going to take it easy because it's Edith Knight. It's a big return. Elijah Henry, all he sees is a competitor across the ring. Elijah Henry is going to make that competitor cut.
Oh, gotta be careful though.
Oh, it's okay. You didn't get. Oh, Jesus. Oh, too good.
Huge shot across the chest of Edith Knight. Gets her up. Oh, first across the apron. And a bit of CJL special celebratories to the front row.
That's what he needs to do. He's got this match wrapped up. Look at that. He's taken out.
Is this the smart thing to do though, CJ, you think? Or do you think maybe he should capitalize on someone the caliber of Edith Knight? Well, stuff like that will happen.
Look, I'll give it to Edith Knight here. That's a bit of a quick recovery considering the pinch. Whoa, no. Oh. Come on, referee. She can't trip up a man like that. Yeah, one count. That was just a one count. Elijah Henry's still got this in the bag.
You would know, CJ. You read the wrestling rule book many a time, I'm sure.
It's a big book, Drake. I'll tell you that much. It takes a bit to read, but I got through it a few times.
Use it to your advantage.
Listen, hey. Oh, the reason he leaves. Don't hate Elijah Henry. Hate the game, alright? Because Elijah Henry is just playing within the rules.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment he is, but you know as well as I do that Elijah Henry's going to stretch those rules every way till Sunday to make sure he's victorious in advance in the tournament in 2026. You ever in the Invitational Tournament, CJL?
Well, Drake Wallace, I think you might remember a few years ago I made it all the way to the Invitational Final. I ran the table.
Did.
Lost my first match and everyone right on CJL off. And I got screwed out of the final, but let's not bring attention to that.
I mean, So, could you maybe, what wisdom did you impart on Elijah Henry as he entered the tournament this year in 2026?
Well, as you've noticed, Drake Wallace, but last year Elijah Henry came under my wing. I took him, I saw a lot of potential in this kid, and that's what I am. I'm the purveyor of potential.
Former tag team champions?
And yeah, we went and we dominated the tag team division. We dominated so much that there was no one else to go for. So now EJ's going to forge his singles career with me by his side. And what a better apprenticeship to have than a guy who's already been in the Invitational final.
I will say you've done an incredible job, Elijah Henry, going for that cover 2 count there.
It should have been a 3. I've got to quicken up that count a bit, ref.
I mean, we have flown him in from interstate, so maybe need to wise him up on the ways of Western Australia.
We might need to. That's a very good point.
I mean, I have to give it to you, CGL. Elijah Henry, since coming under your tutelage, has gone from strength to strength and has quickly established himself as one of the top tier talents in all of Western Australia.
That's what I do, Drake Wallace. I take guys with potential and I turn them into absolute superstars. I've done it my entire time here and I'll continue to do it. And Elijah Henry is just another glowing example. Look at this kid, in the best shape of his life.
Sure is.
The best in-ring shape of his life. There's nothing he can't do at the moment.
Anyone else in your sort of sights maybe that you can set your sights on to bring under the wing? DJL?
Very good to try to get some insider information there, Drake Wallace. I'm not going to
What I'm here for.
Look at that forward to that. Oh my
Jesus.
goodness.
So they pay me the big bucks.
He just introduced Edith Knight to the middle turnbuckle with a hard way. Oh, that's brutal.
Right across the throat there, you can see Edith Knight clutching at her throat there as Elijah Henry asking for a timeout here and a drink of water. CJL happy to oblige me. Dean, they got you back. I didn't know what to do without you. Hey, buddy. I was struggling. Is that my water? Yes. There's 2 here. You can have one of mine. I'm a nice guy.
Thanks, mate.
I did spit in it, but it's okay.
That's whatever.
CJL just trailing off.
Don't put Mason near the electronical equipment, for goodness sakes. Oh, okay, hang on.
Sorry, man, Dean. I had to just tend to the needs of my client there for a second. He was a bit thirsty.
Your jerk of a client threw his towel in my face.
Well, things happen.
Indeed they do. Elijah Henry, that jerk, float over from Edith Knight, blocks the punch, and another stiff shot. Just one from Elijah Henry. Sure, he has been all night. Obviously, Edith Knight away from Explosive Pro Wrestling for some time now.
I think she might be away from Explosive Pro Wrestling for a long time after this match, that's for sure.
I hope not. Edith Knight floating back, able to catch Elijah Henry neck first across the top rope.
Bit of an illegal use of the rope there, I think. Oh, again! Come on, referee, put some order in this match.
Playing within the rules. You said you read the rule book, CJL.
Yeah, but you don't see Elijah Henry using the ropes like this.
Pretty sure we've seen it several times. Edith Knight climbing the top rope here, much to the dismay of CJL.
Turn around, EJ. Turn around.
Should be at ringside coaching him.
It's alright, Elijah Henry's got this in the bag. He doesn't need me at ringside tonight.
He's got to make sure he capitalizes. Oh, to see Edith Knight coming back. No, now what are we talking about here, CJ?
What?
He was getting in the referee's face.
He was getting the hair out of her eyes, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Because he's such a lovely guy.
He was really trying to get the hair out of her eyes, and then he just made sure the hair would stay out by trying to kick it into the back of her back.
Unreal for Edith Knight to be able to kick out there. Elijah Henry absolutely kicking the absolute shiz out of Edith Knight here. Some of the most brutal strikes we have seen in Explosive Pro Wrestling for some time at the hands of Elijah Henry.
I gotta say, look, this may sound a little bit not like CJL, but you gotta give it to Edith Knight here. She's still getting up after this absolute beating she's taken out of Elijah Henry.
That does definitely not sound like CJL.
Hey, you gotta give credit where credit's due, Drake Wallace, right?
Absolutely.
Whoa. Get these slaps out of here. Close that fist, not open that fist. Not referee, come on now.
I think you'd be a good referee, CJL.
No. I'm going to allow myself to be put on the strikes, Drake Wallace.
I like that. That was a good one.
Should have left Elijah Henry on him now. I don't see why he got him off.
Elijah Henry busted open here, CJL. Those sticks.
She made my man bleed his own blood.
Yeah, she sure did. Oh my God. Jesus.
Hey, you make Elijah Henry bleed, that's what happens, alright? That's what happens. You drew the man's blood. You got to expect this is going to happen.
Frustration showing from Elijah Henry, getting Edith Knight up, back in that tree of woe again.
Woe is Edith Knight right now, that's for sure.
Anyway, maybe a back suplex coming from Elijah Henry. This will certainly be it if this is on Edith Knight.
All over. It's going to be all over. Oh.
Knight fighting now. Shots of her own to the head of Elijah Henry. Oh, a bit of dirty play.
Get the hands out of the eyes, referee.
It's good for the goose, good for the gander. Takes Elijah Henry off his feet head first, smacking on the mat, and this is Edith Knight's time.
It's alright. Elijah can recoup here. She's not on him straight away. She's been beaten too much. Come on, Elijah, get back up here. Get back up.
Definitely the punishment inflicted from Elijah Henry, showing as Edith Knight lethargically.
Oh, she doesn't want to do this. Elijah Henry wants this.
Right, sees the blood trickling down the face of Elijah Henry, targeting in on it, but Henry shakes it off.
It's alright, he'll shake these off too. He'll shake these off.
There's only so much punishment you can take, though.
Okay, maybe this was not the best. Okay.
What's he gonna do now, CJL?
Maybe it wasn't the best strategy there to continually get hit there, EJ. Maybe we should have. Oh my God! No.
Suplex Mummy, come to life. Night 1 of Evolution. She's about to lock it in. Huge suplex. Henry kick it out at the very last moment. But you can see Edith Knight knows now is the moment. Must capitalize while she has Elijah Henry down. The EPW fans come to life.
I wish these fans would be quiet. My man's trying to work in there. This is silly. He needs to concentrate. He needs silence.
Smart from Henry, focusing in on the back of the head of Edith Knight, which he's been targeting all night with that huge shot. Oh my God! Jesus.
That's it. Good night. Good night. Get the bell ready to ring. 1, 2, 3.
Suplex Mummy. Might need to call Elijah Henry. Suplex Daddy. No! Edith Knight kicking out. CJL cannot believe it.
I swear to God, that's twice tonight. That was a 3 count.
To be honest, I wasn't thought that was it too. That was it too. Unreal for Edith Knight to kick out.
It's alright. Hidden blade right here.
Edith Knight crumbling.
That's got to stop this. That's got to be stoppage, sure.
I sort of hate to agree with you. No, maybe a bit of gossip here from Edith Knight. Then Henry had it scouted.
No roll-ups today, Edith.
Oh. Slaps to that face with a broken skin. Oh, Jesus. Elijah.
That's it. That's got to be it. That's got 1, 2, play the music.
CJL, even you must be unbelievably surprised by the fight of Edith Knight and what she's showing against your former tag team partner and Shane Elijah.
When the elbow pad goes off, this is it. That's all over. That's all over.
Yeah, that actually might be it.
Oh, here we go, Jay Driller right now. He's going to drop her right on the head.
No, Edith Knight.
EJ, come on there.
Match by pinfall,
CJL, see it and believe it. And an unbelievable turn of events. Edith Knight took all the punishment. Then at the very last moment, he will roll up Elijah Henry and advancing in the Davis Storm Invitational Tournament. In unbelievable fashion is Edith Knight. Awesome, boy, oh no, that was incredible.
Against all the odds, Edith Knight, the suplex Mummy, got the better of Elijah Henry. CJL is dumbfounded right now at what he has seen.
I'm kind of dumbfounded too, to be honest.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I'm out here tonight just to pass on a quick message to a very special group of people. So tonight is a milestone for EPW. Tonight is the 25th edition of Evolution. Now, a lot has changed in 25 years. However, what's not changed is the passion, the energy and the support that you, the fans, bring to each and every show. So, on behalf of all of the performers, all of the crew, past and present, to you guys, the fans, I'm just here to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now on to tomorrow night. I hope to see each and every one of you back here because we will be having the EPW Championship defended. We're going to see King of the Emos, James Hardness. He's the fighting champion. He's going to be defending the EPW Championship against... Oh, you'll have to give me a minute. After 25 years, the memory goes a bit. I'm just trying to think of what his moniker is. What he calls himself, the guy from Canberra. Oh, I've got it. He's going to be facing the top shelf serial complainer, Mikey Broderick.
I'm not going to lie, because I'm from Canberra and I tell the truth. I don't really know who you are or where you sit on the EPW organisational chart. But I'm sitting backstage and I'm thinking, this guy's telling lies. He's saying that the only reason that I have gotten an EPW Championship opportunity is because I complained. Because I sent AI-generated emails demanding an opportunity. Last time, Canberra's own's talking, so shut up. Last time I checked, I'm Mikey Broderick. I'm the top shelf athlete. I'm the hardest worker in this ring, in the gym, and in that whole locker room. So before I go any further, I think you owe me a bit of respect and owe me a goddamn apology. Pretend that microphone's a hamburger, bring it to your mouth, and say, I'm sorry, Mikey Broderick.
As far as I'm concerned, Mikey, I ain't got nothing to apologise for.
How about this? I'll walk across this ring and I'll punch your goddamn face off. Because no one is going to come out and help you. Watch the bodies! Satan! Before you get started, like I said before, give me a goddamn apology or we're not moving forward.
No.
It's alright. He didn't mean anything by it. You know, I just went over to Sydney, went over to PWA, and all the boys in the locker room, all they could say was, Mikey Broderick, he's such a nice guy. So I don't understand really what happens on that 4-hour flight from the eastern states to here, because you just become such a dickhead, mate. You stomp around top shelf business TMDK in your funky little tracksuit, but I tell you what, mate, when I send you back to Canberra, tell Samu I said hello, I'm a big fan. But when they ask what happened to the top shelf athlete, why he is coming battered with a bruised ego, you can explain, pal. The EPW and WA professional wrestling belongs to the king of the emos.
That's right, bark like a bunch of dogs you are. You know what, James Hunts? I've never said you're not a fighting champion. You got plenty of bark. But us folk in Canberra, we have a little saying for people like you. You ain't nothing but a weak, gutted dog.
I will save my actions for tomorrow, so I'll see you then, Broderick.
Broderick just jumped the EPW champion. Oh, just belted him in the face with the EPW championship itself. These two have a match scheduled for tomorrow night, the main event of night 2 of Evolution, and things have come to a head early here tonight. This is not what we were expecting, Wally. Devin Reese came out to thank the fans and to have a bit of a face-off, maybe a photo opportunity for the fans here at Night 1, build a bit of extra hype for Night 2. No, wait a minute. Broderick's getting dirty here.
Like I said at the beginning, give me a goddamn apology or break this man's ankle. It's easy. What's going to happen if you don't? I'm going to lift this giant Canberra leg and crush it.
You will not.
You want to go? Let's do it. Let's dance. I will change my position and I will do it.
All right, stop. I'm sorry. Are you happy? It's over, it's done, I'm sorry, just leave.
It wasn't that hard. It wasn't that hard.
What do you want from me?
Well, brother, it was too late for an apology.
Oh, Mikey Broderick just stopped the steel chair closed on the ankle of the EPW champion.
I'm not trying to blame anyone, BD. Those referees should have been out here early and got between these two guys, because you saw the look in the face of Mikey Broderick. I don't think any apology was ever going to stop him from inflicting that punishment on James Hardness, who, yes, quite clearly might have a broken leg.
The number one contender for the Explosive Pro Wrestling Championship has just got himself a head start on his journey to try and defeat the current champion, James Hardness.
My friends, the time is now! Revolution Night 1 main event! This is a tag team ladder match. The only way to win is by climbing the ladder and grabbing the contract to be the #1 contender for the EPW Tag Team Championship!
time for your EPW Evolution 2026 main event. The #1 contendership for the Tag Team Championships hang above this very ring, Wally. And 3 teams will go through hell and steel to get it.
You know, also, I'm nervous. We've seen the destruction that these tag teams have put on before in this very venue. Those ladders precariously set up right in front of us. And these 6 men are going to put everything on the line to get a shot at the EPW Tag Team Champions, whoever they will be at the end of this weekend.
That's right.
Through tonight, Olsen, and I, for one, am not jealous of them whatsoever.
But regardless of who wins that matchup, their next in line will already be decided, and it'll be one of these 3 teams. Here comes team number 2. Matty Riggs still on crutches, recovering from that knee injury, but it's Jay Taylor and Adonis Matthews of Simply the Best. Of course, Adonis coming out with his ESPW Pride Championship he recently won. Doing very well for himself in 2026.
I mean, the 2 of them, Simply the Best, on an absolute tear. Such a shame that Riggs put on the shelf. But boy, oh boy, in comes their mentor, so to speak, in Jake Taylor. As Adonis spraying a bit of water on Stella Nix there, who does not look too pleased. You feel like the mood changes a little bit when the Pulse music hits, Big D.
Yeah, I could not agree more. I'm a huge fan of the Pulse, but one has to wonder, their fellow teammate of the Pulse, James Harness, the EPW champion, just potentially had his leg or his ankle broken. I'm hoping they can keep their heads in the game. Oh, they look focused and fired up. Does Jared Slade and Felix Young, the Pulse.
It's going to be chaos. It's going to be carnage. Let's get it started. Pulse step in. Everyone else steps out.
I'm trying to think when the last ladder match was, Wally, but they don't happen too often for a reason. They are one of the more dangerous stipulations in professional wrestling that you will find. So much room for injury.
Oh yeah.
So much room for violence.
I am glad that we saw Riggs walk backstage. Not a place for him to be involved in this match whatsoever, because there will be chaos, there will be destruction. There might be an injury or 2. You do not walk away from a match like this unscathed.
Let's start with Jones Good for the introductions.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this match is to determine the #1 contenders for the EPW Tag Team Championships. Introducing first, at a combined for...
Cut.
Introducing first. Weighing in at none of your business. They are former and soon to be future EPW Tag Team Champions. They are the team of the King of the Tag
accompanied to the ring by Matty the Ox Riggs. And a combined 433 pounds, they the team of Adonis, the Dagger Matthews, and the Prince of Perth, Jay Taylor, STB, simply the best! And then a combined 445 pounds, they are former EPW Tag Team Champions, Felix Young, Jared Slate, the Bulls!
Introductions out the way. Jones good finding himself a safe place to watch. As right now, we're about to get stuck into it. Bell has been rung. Well, let's go. Let's do it. Number 1 contendership of the Tag Team Championships on the line here. I was about to say 6. No, I can't count. Yeah, 6 people.
6 people, 5 ladders, and a partridge in a pear tree. Let the chaos erupt. All 6 men going out of D&T. Early advantage for Jared Slate. Coming off the rope with a double clothesline.
You know what? This is a good chance for D&T to get themselves all back on track. They haven't quite been firing all cylinders and working as a cohesive unit. Now's a great time to not only get themselves back in the game, but to become the number 1 contenders for the tag team titles. Of course, D&T, former tag team champions. The Pulse, former tag team champions. STB, simply the best. They have not held the EPW Tag Team Championships. This is a great way for them to jump up the queue. Jump up the ladder, if you will.
Yeah, very good.
To get themselves in line for a tag team title shot in the future.
You felt like they were on the fast track to becoming tag team champions before Riggs got injured. But it is great that they came under the tutelage of Jay Taylor. And now, obviously, the 3 become 2. And the Prince of Perth and the Adonis taking it up to D&T.
Well, Jay Taylor's a former tag team champion. He's been around EPW for a very long time. As has the Don, who just clotheslines down the Prince of Perth.
I mean, 5 of these 6 are some of the most experienced professional wrestlers in the entire country. And that's not an exaggeration. I'm interested to see how Adonis is feeling coming into this match. Obviously, they're low bridge taking target out, so not lacking any confidence being in the ring with 5 veterans, as Adonis is, and nice tag team offense there.
Well, Adonis, the Dagger, certainly not sure on confidence. He recently won the EPW Pride Championship. This is a young rookie with a huge future ahead of him, and oh, goodness gracious, ladders colliding with skulls. Get used to that sickening sound, my friends, because this one's just getting started.
You never get used to it. Every time one of these matches happens and the ladder goes cracking off someone's skull and you hear that noise, it's sickening. And we love it. That's what we do for it, right? We're sick bucks.
We love it because we're not the ones on the receiving end of it, Wally.
100%.
Adonis gets dragged down by Felix Young. Now Jay Taylor dragged down by the Don. It's like a bunch of seagulls fighting over a chip, Wally.
They are. Absolute.
They are just scrapping and scratching and clawing for every inch.
I'll tell you what, these ladders weren't made for this type of manliness to be climbing all over him. Look at this. It feels like it's about to collapse at any moment.
You ever been in a ladder match before?
And we did the old TLC tables, ladders, chairs, street fight back in the day. Never again, thank you.
Did you win that one?
No, we didn't. This one. We had fun though. And that's what it's about, right?
Oh, cutter onto the ladder.
It's not, it's wins and losses. Oh! Had a huge elbow from Jared Slate across the back of Adonis as he was laying chest first on that ladder.
Rumour has it the midsection of Adonis Matthews is harder than the steel that makes the ladders.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was the ab print of Adonis in that steel ladder. Chris Target picks it up. And I was going to say what carnage has he got in mind. He puts it to the side.
That's the thing. You kind of want to use them, but you want to get rid of them because you know very soon you could be on the end of a shot from the ladder to the head. Massive spine buster from Target.
Beautifully done there by Chris Target, the king of the carnies. Of course, Pulse and DNT, they've been involved in many a wars, many a battle involving weapons. Who could forget the right den matchup that we saw not so long ago? I think it was start of last year.
It's got thrown into a box.
Oh my goodness, that was another level.
Oh my god.
You check that one out as well. Fantastic matchup as Jay Taylor firmly in charge now, throwing his tag high for Donald's match. He's telling him, climb the ladder, grab the contract.
Oh, what the hell?
The Marco Molione. Oh, it's dangerous. Oh no.
Jesus. Jay Taylor chest first across the top rope. Adonis, the worst for wear. Clutch burst as Felix Young throws that ladder into the head of the Don. Charges at Target, but Target with the leg lariat. And Felix Young takes a roll to the outside.
Target standing tall in the ring. Wait a minute. No way. Climbing the ladder is Target. Oh, jumps to the outside. DNT making a bold statement in the early goings of this one. Don not in a good way, but not down and out just yet. We've seen this man in so many wars inside the EPW ring.
Don telling Target to climb, get that contract.
Oh, Jesus. What a vicious landing there.
Things could go wrong so quickly in these matches. Such high stakes.
Such high elevation of the bodies of these competitors, as well as the X factor of these steel ladders.
It's not just the weight of them.
Oh, wait.
It's the sharp Target.
Is Target accusing Don of pushing the ladder over?
It does seem like. I mean, we have seen a little bit of disruption between the two members of DNT as the Don gets thrown hard into the ladder from Jared Slate.
Spine first into steel. All members of DNT on the outside. Don't forget Stella Nick's still out there too. Got to keep your eyes on her. Although you need eyes everywhere in a matchup like this when there's 3 teams, 6 competitors.
Stella Nick's going to have to work quickly and patch the miscommunication occurring between her charges. Jared Slate trying to get the big man Adonis up, and Adonis! Oh my God!
Jared Slate nearly landed on his head there. Adonis just wanted to get out of that predicament as it looked like he was about to get powerbombed into the ladder.
Jared Slate, a massive man. Adonis tried to get him up, dropped him right on the top of his head, and then whipped him into the ladder. And Jared Slate is out. We've put like an elimination match. We've eliminated 3 of the competitors on the outside now. Adonis into the ladder for Felix Young.
Holy hell.
I was trying to say before, it's not just so much the sting, it's the sharpness of it. All the edges and all the sharp corners of the ladder. You catch yourself wrong and it'll just rip you wide open, rip you to shreds. I've seen it happen so many times before. Jay Taylor catching the ladder as it bounces off the head of Felix Young. Throws it at him again for good measure. I remember back in the day watching a ladder match with Logo and Spike Steel, and the ladder came rushing across the back of Spike Steel, and he had a scar on there that he's there to this day. Really very good tattoo as well. Something you would be upset about, me, Dean?
Very much so. Big fan of Spike Steel, one of my favorites from way back, my early days of Explosive Pro Wrestling. Big shout out if Spike Steel's watching.
Oh God.
Jay Taylor landed with a sickening thud as the ladder collapsed on itself.
Oh my God.
Crowd is saying it loudly so we don't have to, Wally. That was a vicious landing. with just epic propulsion.
Sounds like a car crash.
Oh my god, car crash might be safer.
Jesus Christ.
Holy hell.
And no seatbelts in this one, Jesus.
Felix Young now.
This is what we signed up for.
Hey, look.
You just never know what you're going to see. And when you're here live and in person in Explosive Pro Wrestling, it's unbelievable action.
It's all about how badly you want it. Oh no, no. Oh.
Jesus.
Spine first up to a ladder on its side goes Felix Young.
DNT looking like they've hopefully put their differences aside. Small miscommunication there, but
well, there you go. There you go. They're both professionals, Wally. They know what they're doing. They've been in the game a long time.
Especially when the Tag Team Championships are on. The number one contenders to the Tag Team Championship is on the line.
Future shot of the Tag Champs is very important. Also, no easy feat. Who will it be? ATO, the defending champs, tomorrow night at Evolution Night 2 up against the Untouchables. Two of the very best tag teams in the country.
It's crazy to think that these 6 men are putting all of this on the line just to get a shot at the Tag Team Championships.
God. Slate using the King of the Carnies as a battering ram into the ladder to knock the dog off. Innovative offense and brutal offense at that. Chop to the chest there as Jared Slate loves to deliver.
No one does it like Jared Slate. Feels like he's putting his chest through their rib cage with those chops, and it just reverberates around the arena here. A big behemoth of a man, Jared Slate. I feel like these matches are designed for someone like him.
Just swinging the ladder like it was a baseball bat, lol.
Jesus.
This is, well, it's one way.
Trying to keep my profanity in check here. This is unbelievable stuff.
Now, be a professional.
Oh, my God,
Matthews cops a face full of steel ladder. That was a hard shot to the youngster. The youngest competitor in this match by a solid stretch. And he's got his skull caved in. All thanks to the bear. Crowd chanting, "This is awesome," as Slate ducks the shot by the Don. Target now. Oh. Slams the ladder into the spine of Jared Slate. Here we go. Oh. Double suplex to Slate. Spine first onto that ladder.
Ladder bending under the weight of Jared Slate.
Everyone right now is feeling sore and worse for wear, but they have to keep fighting until one team grabs the contracts. Ladder is bent.
Oh yeah.
Just target now.
Oh, that's it. Oh my God. They broke the damn ladder in half, Austin.
Insanity. Target looks like he hurt himself on that maneuver as well. Big elbow drop. They can only hope they took Jared Slate out in the process so that it was worth it. Here comes Jay Taylor and Donis Matthews, who could very well be concussed right now.
I cannot believe he's on his feet right now.
Yeah, don't climb that ladder, Jay.
Oh, get that well away from this match.
That ladder is snapped. Great work here by Matthews and Taylor. Boots to the head of the Don Michael Borleone. Don, of course, a former 3-time EPW champion and a former 5-time EPW Tag Champion. He has been in a multitude.
Insane amount of experience in this match.
Been in a multitude of extreme stipulations, much like this one. Of course, he was in a ladder match one time with Bobby Marshall for the now defunct Hardcore Championship, which ended up with him spending a night in hospital.
Yeah, he got rid of that one.
I would, something I wish I didn't see that night. It was absolutely horrible business, but that notwithstanding, luckily he was okay right now. It's simply the best. Jay Taylor directing traffic to Adonis.
commentator, even in the midst of all this carnage, still has the mind to give it to the fans, tell them what he thinks of them.
Wouldn't expect anything less, Wally.
Would say that you're not going to get too many opportunities in this match to capitalise, and really with all other men down, simply the best really need to make the most of it and capture that contract as Target fights off both men, raking the eyes of both men as they pull back to the canvas.
Felix Youngest hurled Chris Target off the top rope, landing tailbone first onto the ladder that then catapulted the opposite end into the jaws of Jay Taylor and Adonis Matthews. Dagger got his head smashed in with the ladder, now his jaw. The precious face of the youngster. The young good looks are going to be messed up for a long time now. What are we going to see next, Wally? We've seen some crazy stuff so far. Wait a minute. Felix Young opting out of climbing the ladder, setting up between the legs. Oh, no!
These crazy pulse bastards.
Ladder first.
That ladder looks tight. What's going on here? You brought the tiny ladder in. They destroyed the other one, so I guess they've done it. The slate's pretty tall. Oh God! What are these maniacs got planned now?
Your guess is as good as mine. These guys like to do death matches and all sorts of ultra-violent matches. You should have expected them to bring something absolutely horrendous into this match. I'm surprised they didn't wrap it in bloody barbed wire or something like that.
Let's be real. They probably could have climbed the ladder and got the contracts. Look, Jared's like reaching out for it now. It takes a ladder, thrown it in from Chris Target right to the spine. The pulse has set up all of this paraphernalia for destruction in the ring, but it looks like D&T are going to capitalize on it, climbing the ladder.
And Felix Young trying to put a stop to whatever the hell's going on.
Well, the problem is, even if you get to the top of the ladder, it's off center, so they have to
We probably have a better point of view than they do, do you think? Do you think they realise where they've set the ladder up?
Oh, they've all been hit in the head so many times with bloody ladders. I'm surprised they even know where they are right now. We're in Merriwa, guys. Merriwa.
Target trying to grab that contract. Jared Slate scaling the ladder.
Oh my God.
Oh no. Jared Slate. No. No. Oh, Chris Target. Death Valley driver from the ladder through another bloody ladder.
What do you say? What do you say, Olsen?
What do you say? Someone get the medical staff out here smoke, because Chris Target needs some help right now.
Look at the look on Stella Nix's face.
And with good reason, why?
Both their men might be bloody near dead as it stands right now. The dog on the outside. Oh, what is she? She's going to have to, smart by Stella Nix. Going to do everything in her power to make sure that... God, I don't know if this is smart play though.
What is Stella Nix doing here? She's going to try and...
Go. Makes me very nervous, Mendy.
Oh, no. Jared Slate with Stella Nix on his back.
I thought he was going to murder Stella Nix.
There's still time, Wally.
Oh, he does have a match.
Does he?
Yeah, I guess
hey,
so.
Look,
couldn't have said it better, right?
What is Jared Slate going to do here? Whatever it is, it's not going to give us...
Jared Slate is just going to shake Stella Nix's hand, and then that will be it. And nothing else will happen.
Ollie.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, smart! Smart by Stella Nix. She was about to be absolutely murdered by Jared Slate, but hit the low blow.
Smart work by Stella Nix now, setting up the ladder for, I was going to say for DNT, but I don't think Chris Target's going to be climbing any ladders for the rest of the night.
What happens if she gets ladders this one? I don't even know.
She's not an actual competitor in the bloody matchup.
She gets the contract. She gets the contract, right?
Don't you have to be put in the bloody match with her name be on the contract?
But her name's the same as the tag team, so they're all DNT, right? Freebird scores. What the hell? No way.
This is different. I guess the Pulse have picked up the ladder with Stella Nix and long off the ladder, over the rope, to the outside, and the crowd loves what they see.
I've watched many ladder matches over my years as a fan of professional wrestling, and I have never ever seen anyone pick up a ladder with somebody on it, carry them over to the ringside and drop them on their opponents. The word innovative offense is often overused, but you feel like that photo should be next to it in the dictionary.
I think one better. We're running out of ladders here. They brought all these ladders out at the start of the match, but I thought it was a little bit excessive.
Yeah.
Turns out we may not have enough.
I mean, the fans were chanting for more before the match started. They might have been bloody right.
I mean, we had some fun at the expense of Jones Good. They'll bring the ladder out, but Matthews now bringing another ladder into the ring. What are they doing?
Your guess is as good as mine, mate.
Run the bloody thing. Get the contract before one of you get hurt. You saw what happened to Chris Target.
I guess the thing is you really have to incapacitate your opponent. You have to get rid of them completely from the match before you can climb. Because it only takes 2 seconds for you to get halfway up the ladder and then knocking you off again. You've got to eliminate them completely, and yes, the best way to do that, smash them over the head with a ladder. It's as simple as that. It's not pretty.
You'll notice both members of DNT are not in the ring as we speak.
Can't use that one, fellas.
That ladder's not looking good.
I mean, that ladder should be gone. I feel like that is dangerous.
There you go. Set the ladder. You're going to climb the ladder. Pulse now in the box seat.
This would be smart, Olsen. This would be intelligent. Just climb the ladder and get the contract. Oh, Jackson chases him.
Into a cutter. Holy God. Oh, Dust boots. Jay Taylor did it well to get Felix Young out of there, but Jared Slater had his tag partners back as always. Matthews now getting a face full of ladder for about the 10th time tonight. Jared Slate going to do something. As he
hard landing from Adonis off that ladder.
Throws him off the ladder.
Slate just muscled him. I mean, Adonis is huge, man. Huge show of strength. But Jared Slate, he gets a clothesline for his troubles. And all men down now. Adonis carrying Stella Nix. Obviously very chivalrous here, but a match is going on for #1 contenderships for the EPW Championship.
Well, Stella Nix, one of the members of DNT, got thrown off that ladder, lifted up and thrown off the ladder to the outside amongst all the people. Target.
What is going on?
Target sets your mindset, Wally.
I mean, I didn't say you have to do that. I just said, you know, there's a tag team #1 contenderships at stake here. Maybe let the referees deal with Stella Nix and you concentrate on winning the match. I mean, I commend the Don for his attitude here. And maybe Chris Target could have had a bit of a softer touch, but I'll tell you what, this is going to do nothing for the divide that's in between the DNT or Chris Target.
Well, all they have to do is wait. Don's packed now, ready to go. DNT. The only two competitors that are standing right now.
Target tried to climb the ladder, but what the hell? Olsen, what did we just see?
Why would he do that? They're in the box seat to grab the contract to become the #1 contenders for the bloody tag team titles, and Chris Target goes and does that to his so-called best friend and tag team partner.
Why put yourself through all of this punishment just to then... I get that you're frustrated. I get that maybe you're not...
Look out, he's got a steel chair now. Oh, jeez. Grabbing one of our chairs at ringside.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Where is this from? Yeah, I mean, obviously miscommunication, but this seemingly has come out of nowhere.
I mean, there goes their chance of being the #1 contenders for tag team champions. I mean, this is surely the last we're seeing of D&T here at EPW's Evolution.
You can't come back from that. I mean, that's hatred boiling over there from Chris Target, and it can't have just come out. That must have been boiling underneath the surface for quite some time there. But I mean, so strange. Such a lots of words here on what would have caused Chris Target to do such a thing, especially as you said, being so close to becoming the
other four competitors were on the outside of the ring. It was theirs for the taking. They couldn't get out of their own pettiness.
I mean, the Don technically still in this match, and you can see him trying to get to his feet here, but I think the referees are going to have to take him backstage, and DMT definitely no longer a tag team, and almost certainly no longer in this match, as the Pulse not done with whatever carnage they have caused so far.
What is this? What are they doing?
Looks like it's something out of a Saw movie. Setting up.
Either they're really big fans of Lego Technic. Gotta be kidding me, Wally. What the hell are these two maniacs thinking as Jay Taylor grabs part of a broken ladder? Gotta work on the Pulse. What was 3 tag teams vying out for a contract to become #1 contenders for the tag team titles has now become 2 teams. Chris Target just did the other 2 teams a favour by demolishing what was once a great tag team here in EPW. Well, we can talk about the horrific history there another time, because right now it's back to business. Jared Slate has Jay Taylor up.
It's like he's trying to, looked like he was trying to launch him head first into that ladder.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, I mean,
it's out of his mind.
Sure is. Put his fist through the mind of Jay Taylor there. It's a weird hush over the crowd. Just seeing some of the most next power driver on the apron from Jared Slate. Just seeing some of the most violent offense ever seen in an explosive pro wrestling ring, and that's saying something over the past 25 years.
Matthew's now just looking at this.
What the hell?
Oh my goodness! Adonis Matthews, that's agile as can be on this structure. I don't even know what to call it. 2 conjoint ladders across 4 ladders. Felix Young now battling it out with the rookie, the Pride champion. Chance for either team now to grab those contracts. That isn't far from their grasp. Oh, Adonis goes down. Felix Young, it's all yours for the taking. Slade assisting Young. They're so close. And they've got it! They've done it! brand new number one contenders for the tag titles.
Winners and new number one contenders for the EPW Tag Team Championships. Felix Young, Jared Slade,
we have brand new number one contenders for the EPW Tag Team Championships, and it is Jared Slade and Felix Young, the Pulse, who have done the unthinkable in the main event of Evolution 2026 Night 1. They beat two teams, even though one of those teams probably will not be a team anymore. But tomorrow night at Evolution's Night 2, we'll find out who will be the Tag Team Champions, and we'll have this team in their future. Felix Young and Jared Slade will be watching Night 2 with great interest, as I'm sure you will be as well. What an amazing night to kick off a huge weekend of explosive pro wrestling action. The Pulse will be watching, and we hope you will be too tomorrow night. As always, give us a follow on the socials at EPW Perth. On behalf of Drake Wallace, myself, Dean Olsen, want to thank you for watching EPW's Evolution Night 1, and we'll catch you tomorrow night for night number 2.